We're at Happy Valley for midweek racing and we're previewing it for you right here on Racing to Win. 9 races and the last couple of the 2 we are going to have a look at with some news on some of the stars of Hong Kong racing as well. Joined to preview it all, Paul Alley, Tom Wood here. Tom, we'll start with Angus Chung. He has a new weight allowance after a good day on Sunday.
He does, Mark. He's only got a £5 claim now, so he had, I think, 3 winners from memory at Sha Tin. Of course, he's got a couple of one-day suspensions to serve, but he's riding well at the moment is Angus. And not a bad card, Happy Valley coming out. Lightning Bolt looking to stay unbeaten.
He is in the last race, a really good race.
Yeah, it certainly is. We've got Nordic Dragon coming back to Happy Valley. I think he's a big chance there, and I think he can really match it with Reward Smile, who, of course, has got the lightweight.
He does. 1194 Reward Smile. Paul Alley joins us too. Are there Wednesday night jackpots?
There are. There's 3.5 million going into the triple trio, so that should get over the 7 million mark. The last double trio, the fourth double trio, there's 800,000 going into that, so that should get over 2 million. And also a good jackpot also in the 6-up win bonus, another 3.5 million going into that. So there's a jackpots galore, and there's a lot of jackpots on Saturday's race betting come out.
There is indeed, and we know what happens on Saturdays. But we need to concentrate on Sha Tin this morning, first of all, where some big names made an appearance, notably California Spangle and Wellington.
Next behind those runners came Packing Treadmill, followed by Astrologer and Beauty Joy. Pace is fairly solid as they come into the straight. 300 metres left to go. Celestial Colours with California Spangle. They've opened up by 5. Wellington runs to third, followed by Lucky With You. And then came The Air, followed by Sword Point and Packing Treadmill at the head of the rest. These two have got it between themselves at the moment. California Spangle, Celestial Colours, California Spangle at the line. California Spangle just over Celestial Colours. And 4 away third, Wellington, who moved well.
He felt great. He was much more enthusiastic in this morning's trial than he was in the trial leading up to his first up run. So, take encouragement from that. I let him do a bit more than he did that day as well. And he pulled up in better shape, you know, but he's got the benefit of a race start under his belt. A pretty solid one at that. So, looking forward to the Group 2 racing next weekend.
Jamie just had Wellington trial for you the first time at Sha Tin. Looked pretty good watching, but is the trainer happy?
Yeah, I thought he trialled well. He obviously drew out wide and got caught wide, but I think it would be pretty normal of one of his trials from last season. So he seems to be in good shape. He's had a little bit of a quiet time since he arrived back down from Chung Fa, but trial to tune him up today, 12 days out from his seasonal reappearance on the 19th.
How much difference do you think being in Chung Fa is going to make for him, because he's never been up there before until he joined your barn?
Yeah, just wanted to try something different with him post his trip to Ascot. It's always a little bit of an unknown when horses come back from travelling, whether they're the same horse or not, but at this stage everything seems to be going well with him, and hopefully he can turn up and run a good race next Sunday.
You called the trials, Tom. Both of them looked to do it very well.
Yeah, I thought California Spangle looked particularly good again this morning. That was a much better trial from him than what we have seen leading up to his last run from California Spangle. And Wellington, Paul, he moved really well. He seemed like he was a happy horse. Of course, he had that nasty incident in the gates over at Royal Ascot where he whacked his head when he came out, but he looked really good this morning.
Yeah, they say change is as good as a holiday, isn't it? And he's gone up to Chung Fa, which is completely different from him. He hadn't been up there before, gave him a bit of time off, taken their time with him. So hopefully it reaps the rewards. Look at that trial, I think it might.
He had a couple of trials up there too, Wellington, so that wasn't his first one back. He had an 800 metre and a 1,000 metre trial. Speaking of Chung Fa, Paul, Russian Emperor was out on Monday morning. He was stepped out over 1,600 metres, and there he is just easing off the rail. The winner of this trial, if you like the way he goes, is Swan Bay.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a nice enough trial. He'll have a good blow after this trial, so he'll be getting ready, I'm sure, for the Group 2 coming up on the 19th of November. And look, he was pushed out, so he was given a bit to do, but look, he responded nicely enough. He's a stayer, so it was a nice enough trial.
Yeah, and it would have been, I'd say, a fairly firm track up there at Chung Fa, and he'll be taking on horses like Nimble Nimbus, of course. I hope he's okay after his little setback at the weekend. Last City Blanche, Paul, one of your old mates, ran really well at the weekend with Glorious Dragon.
He did, didn't he, with the lightweight, so we'll see what he does here. Sword Point's in there as well, and
he trialled this morning.
Straight Aaron as well, so it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, I thought Sword Point trialled okay. 5G Patch was another one that trialled this morning. I'm interested when it comes to the sprint with Wellington and Lucky Swainess, because we know Lucky Swainess has practically stayed and worked the whole time, where Wellington's coming in as the the fresh horse on the scene.
Yeah, speaking of the sprint, a few of the others in that race, Paul Victor, the winner, lines up also in Sight Success, who rolled Lucky Swayness last start.
He did, didn't he? It was a nice win from Side Success as well. So, look, it's going to be a good race. Once again, you know, there's only going to be, 8 or 9 in there by the looks of things. There's 9 entries, but I think one will come out. So, fantastic treasures in there. But, look, I think Victor, the winner, he's probably going to lead the race. So, we'll see what the tactics are with Lucky Swayness, whether he sort of tries to stick on his quarters.
Yeah, of course, back sort of here at the conditions of the race, which certainly might favour and suit Lucky Swayness more this time round. Adios, just a note, will come out of it because he bled at the trials on Tuesday morning.
And the mile, just of 5 runners, no golden 60, so he's going straight to International Day.
Yeah, I think it's a real risk, Paul, taking him to International Day first up, because of course he was defeated in the race last year by California Spangle, who's going to have the miles under his belt. I think it's a big risk for the connections this year.
Yeah, I suppose, look, he's getting older. They want him to go in fresh, but I know, I agree. It's been done before. I mean, glorious days did it back in 2014-15. But we'll see what happens. What you know, on the day, if he's really gets unders, like, cause we know he's going to be really well back, then could be some good value around some of those other horses in that race.
And those Jockey Club races coming up on Sunday, the 19th of November. Time to focus now at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and there is the light show taking place for the 9 races. A course, new start times for the 9 races are 6:40. And we go right through until 10 minutes to 11 o'clock. The 2 races we preview on the show, the Class 3 over the 1200, the Sheco Handicap, and the Stanley Handicap race, and number 9, the Class 2 over the 1200 metres. In race number 8, we've got Lightning Bolt, as Tom said at the top of the show, unbeaten at Happy Valley. He carries an extra £6 for it. Grateful Heart, cheek pieces off, the blinkers go on. Seizing the moment, pacifiers with cowls removed, blinkers back on as he comes back onto the turf. Sweet Briar, he has had a 3rd behind Lightning Bolt at his last start. Youth Power, an Italian called Blue Agenda, when trained by Grisetti Galoppo in Italy, won twice over 1200 at Milan and 1200 at Rome. Lucky Gore's a 2-time course and distance winner, ready to win, not seen since opening day, and a Universe getting close to a class drop, and Class 4 is where his best form has been. Looking at the speed here, Tom, and we've got Lucky Gore going forward. Yeah, he went forward last time out, Lucky Gore, so you'd expect something similar here again. Sweet Briar should be handy, was sort of punched out of the gates last time out. May have had to burn a little bit of early gas last start to Sweet Briar. Beauty Glory began well last start, so you'd say he'd be somewhere there early. And Paul, looks a little tricky for the bottom weight here at number 12, who is E-Universe, who has drawn that outside gate.
He has, and he likes to go forward, but all that pace underneath him, I think Keith's got his work cut out there to try and get across. Kimberley, Storm Legend, they normally go back. Youth Power is the first starter here in Hong Kong. He's at the 3 trials, but hasn't shown too much early gate speed.
Lyle Hewitson is where we head first, and he talks about Sweetbriar. Lyle, first look at Happy Valley for Sweetbriar last time. Did he handle the track well?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job there first time. He got a bit unbalanced in that final turn, which meant that they flushed him out pretty easily, but he found his feet again and fought on towards the line. Still sort of umming and ahhing where he's better, probably leaning towards Sha Tin at this stage, just gives him more time to find his feet and kick on, but you know, for first run I think that was commendable and the form stood up well.
He meets Lightning Bolt better at the weights this week, so you must be giving yourself a good chance of turning the result around.
Yeah, and he's a horse on the up, you know, so you're always going to expect a little bit of improvement every time he steps out, and that being his first time at the course as well, he should improve from it. So awkward barrier to work with, but he's a horse that is pretty versatile, and he's got a bit of tactical speed too, so we'll work it out and give him as good a run as possible.
Showed in that race too, he's certainly up to winning in Class 3.
Yeah, I have no doubts, and I think that he will step up to the extra furlong as well eventually, and back here at Sha Tin, where he will continue to be in good form and continue to be a chance horse every time he steps out.
You rode him track work on Monday, good feel?
Yeah, he's not the best horse at track, although he went through his paces as well as he can for him, so going to the race in good form.
Nice win on Wide Blue yonder on the weekend, another one you managed to pinch in front.
Yeah, look, I think the track had a little bit of bias on the day, especially early on the card, and look, he was big odds, but probably not rightly so. I thought in Class 4 he's a horse that was certainly capable of doing it.
Lyle Hewitson there, and we're going to stay with Sweetbriar now, Paul, because he has had a trial since that race we saw at Happy Valley. Very quiet trial from him. Very impressive trial from Ready to Win. He chased down Saquon, who was miles in front at stages.
Yeah, and look, he's already a winner this season, Ready to Win. It was on the opening day. So look, he's going well at the moment, and he has won off a 64 rating, Ready to Win. He's still rated quite well at 63, even after that win. So I am going to include Ready to Win. I mean, Sweet Briar, I do really like this horse, and I think he's a big chance as well. And those 2 wins were good at Sha Tin before coming to Happy Valley.
Just had to work a little bit last time out in the early stages. Probably shouldn't really have to do so much this time round with other horses drawn out wide that have got a bit of pace as well. As you mentioned, Mark, he's 9 pounds better off at the weights here with Lightning Bolt on a neck beating.
Which leads us in, Tom, to Lightning Bolt. He can't have done any more since coming to Happy Valley. He's no longer just an all-weather horse.
No, and he's really impressed in what he's done at Happy Valley as well. He's off a career high mark now, off 76, and he really finished off strongly because Sugar never gave it away over the final stages. And he's another horse that's been up and trialled since this effort, Lightning Bolt. Zach Purton, but a bigger test here, Paul, because he's got to carry the top weight, albeit it's only 133 here.
Yeah, 133. Look, he's had 24 starts, as you can see here. But it took 22 of those starts to get to Happy Valley. Now he's 2 from 2. So I think in hindsight, they probably wish they'd come here a little bit earlier because he obviously really relishes the city course.
You can see at Sha Tin there, his best on the turf is a 4th placing. So that was Lightning Bolt. Our next replay, Paul, is Lucky Gore, who you have on the speed map leading the race. Pretty ordinary conditions on this night where he leads them for home. What about in Class 3 for the second time?
Yeah, that's just a little query, isn't it? I mean, it's hard to say because I don't think he really copped these conditions that well. I mean, his win was on a good to firm, and then he copped this yielding track. He was still in front, you know, with about sort of 200 to go and sort of dropped out a little bit. So I'm not sure if he's up to Class 3 or not. The jury's out still.
Yeah, the early section there was just on the quick side for him last time out. Lucky Gore 23.43, so just may have went a little quick in the early stages and knocked up late. But the prevailing track conditions, I don't think, helped him either. I think he's a chance in this for sure.
In our final replay, Tom, Grateful Heart, he gets a good draw this week. There he is down on the inside. He's a multiple winner over 1,200 metres. E-Universe might do it tough, and Beauty Glory, the other one in this replay.
Yeah, Grateful Heart, he's coming into this. His last win off 92, so he's way down here. Last one was 640 days ago. And interesting, at 7 years of age, Paul, they decided to whack a set of blinkers on him. Stayed on here against the fence, but not totally convinced by what I've seen so far.
Look, he's just so well rated,
yeah.
so he's at the point where he should be able to find a race. I've included him. I'm not so sure as with those blinkers, as you say, as a 7-year-old, but I just put him in on the minor line.
He does have Andrea Atzani on board too, and he is riding so well.
Yeah, he's going really well at the moment. So yeah, he goes in on for 4th for me, but I'm going to go with Sweet Briar. With that weight pull on Lightning Bolt, I think he's going to be tough to beat. Ready to Win's trial was good, and he's still a well-rated horse and a last start winner. Lightning Bolt for 3rd, and then Grateful Heart in the minor line. 7, 10, 1, 2.
You really like Sweet Briar here with his pulling the weights that he's got on Lightning Bolt this time round. I think that's the obvious Quinella 7/1. Lightning Bolt off a career high mark now. Lucky Gore goes in from a wide draw. Again, he'll try and no doubt speed forward and be up at the pointy end. Just went a little quicker, thought, last time out. Was defeated 2 3/4 behind co-partner Ambition. I'm going to throw in Seizing the Moment. Brenton of Dulla's riding here for John Size. Blinkers are going back on. All 4 of his wins here in Hong Kong have been with the blinkers on, and his last one was off a rating of 70. He's rated 70 here off the all-weather. Well beaten last time out, but did cover some ground in that effort. So we'll see what he can do with the blinkers back on. 7, 1, 9 and 4.
There you have it. That is a preview for race number 8 at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Till break, we head on Racing to Win, back with plenty more right after this. Welcome back to Racing to Win. It's time now to introduce a new segment on the show. It's Last Run Reminder, and combined this week, Paul, eyes down from Full House, bit of bingo.
Yeah, it is. 7-7 charity bingo. Look, this horse here, he's going to step up to 1,800 metres for the first time in his career. He drew the outside gate here over the 1650 and sort of had to go back. He went back here and took his time in this particular race. You can see him, he was 3 wide at the back. Was Charity Bingo. He's drawn a lot better now in barrier 3, so he's going to be a lot close in the run. He started his run, from right at the back there, and he sustained this run all the way through. I thought it was the best run we've seen from him since he's been here. He ran 6th, so he wasn't too far away. He's down the very outside there. And a nice run, I thought, from him. So stepping up to the 1800 metres with a better draw now. He's drawn barrier number 3. I think he's a legitimate chance in this contest, and he never gave it away. And as you can see, the further the better for him. So it's 7-7, bingo, charity.
Is there a call for 77 in bingo?
Hockey
20.
sticks?
I don't know.
Yeah, hockey sticks.
All right, there you go. Hockey sticks. Charity bingo is the last run reminder from Paul for this week at Happy Valley. We move on now to, I'm glad it wasn't race 8, number 8, the Stanley Handicap Class 2 over the 1200 metres. And we've got Rewarding Together, who's a 6-time course and distance winner. Majestic Star is a 2-time course and distance winner. Nordic Dragons won 5. Campione is first up from a spell. He's had 3 trials. Bundle of Charm has better form over at Sha Tin and a wide gate this week. I'm a Single Man is struggling. Goko Win makes his Happy Valley debut. Reward Smile jumps up from the 1,000 to the 1,200. Sonpak Fu comes up in grade, and Exponential is back to his favourite track, and that is Happy Valley. Tom.
Pace here, remarkable. Exponential, he likes to go forward. Campione, if Exponential's not there, he's an alternate for the speed as well, is Campione. Reward Smile, and you've got Bundle of Charm, who's going to find it awkward from his draw out wide. Sonpak Phil in that next line, and so then Rewarding Together, Paul should get a lovely run through from the inside. Yeah,
he's got to carry the weight, but he should get a really nice run there. And look, I think Exponential will try and push on. As you mentioned, Campione might just make him work because he's another leader. Reward Smile should get a nice enough run. It's Bundle of Charm is a little bit of a worry. Now, his stablemate is a Rewarding Smile, so we'll see what happens there with those two.
More from the boys in just a moment. Sonpak Fu and Jerry Chow. Jerry, you ride Sonpak Fu again this week. Is he your favourite horse? Because looking at the form guide, the track work guide, you don't let anybody else ride him.
Yeah, he is my favourite horse, and a bit worried when he go up to Class 2 and he get it lightweight and I can't ride, but lucky I still can make the weight to ride him. Yeah.
He's been a very good horse to you, hasn't he?
Yeah, I get along with him long time, and I know him well, and I think he got the quality to get competitive in Class 2.
Let's go back to that last start. You must have been very proud of his effort. Big weights on a wet track.
Yeah, he first start in the season, and he get the top weight, and lucky that day raining and good for him, and he went really well. Really happy his form this season.
As you don't let anybody else ride the horse, how's his work been since then?
He worked well. I rode him last gallop, and everything ready, and he got a lightweight this time. I think he got a good chance.
On yourself, are you happy how the season is going?
I'm still happy about that, but sometimes when second bit unlucky, like last Sunday got beat by the nose, and yeah, but hopefully everything getting better and better.
And Jerry Chow there talking Sonpak Fu. He's got quite a good book of rides, does Jerry, on Wednesday night. Rewarding Together, Paul. Now he's finished last here in his most recent outing. This was a group racing down the straight at Sha Tin. He was pretty poor in his trial up at Chung Fa too, but it is a track that he loves this week.
Yeah, look, his last one was off 95. He's at 98, so he's getting quite close to that. He's going to find it a lot easier. I know he ran last year, but none of these horses are in this race, is it? So, look, I've got him in on a minor line. The thing I'm more worried about is he has to carry 135.
Yeah, he's got a big weight to carry, and he's coming into this off a fair trial, but I think he's a big chance here. It's about 343 days since he's won a race, and he was only beaten 2 1/4 there or 2 1/2 in a Group 3 race. So from the inside draw and has run 3 starts ago, he's definitely worth including.
He has carried 134 to win in the past too, has Rewarding It Together. Reward Smile also in the race. Tom, he's almost at the other end of the spectrum with 119 pounds. And Majestic Star is a 2-time course and distance winner.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where they end up in the run with the Reward Smile. He was taken back last time out. That was over the 1,000 metres. We're back on the A course tomorrow night, and he was no match for the winner this day, who was the heavily supported Seasons Whip. But he stayed on best of the rest. And Majestic Star, I think, can be an improver too.
Yeah, I thought they both ran well, and I think they're both going to be suited coming up to 1,200 metres. And isn't John Sides going well at the moment?
He's starting to really roar to life, Paul, as you can see. 42% top 3 finishes over the last 2 meetings from his starters.
Yeah, he comes right in November, doesn't he? He sort of has a bit of a slow start. See that every year. And looking at his runners here, Shining Fortune's been downgraded. I think Savage Delight's a big chance. I really like Merrick to spec, so I think down in grade there, he looks a big chance as well. And Reward Smile in the last.
Yeah, Bundle of Chum's got that awkward gate season at the moment with the blinkers back on. He's got some nice horses that we haven't seen yet. We saw a couple of them at the weekend, Wunderbar and a couple of others that debuted well.
We did indeed, and Sweet Encounter comes to Happy Valley for the first time in race number 7 for John on Wednesday. Bundle of Charm here. Tom, you've talked about the wide draw with him, barrier number 12, Reward Smile 5th, and Nordic Dragon is switching back to the Valley.
Yeah, he's just got barrier 10, doesn't he, Nordic Dragon, but he was able to win from barrier 9 going back to June of last season. I thought his trial was good behind Red Lion, who looks to be one of the leading players in one of the main races this coming weekend at Sha Tin. So very keen on him coming back to Sha Tin, Paul, Nordic Dragon.
Oh yeah, he just loves it. Loves the Valley, so he's definitely goes in. And look, I think Reward Smile's going to put himself into the race as well. He just got swamped late there as well. So with 1,200 metres looks ideal at the Valley.
That was a good field. It wasn't a bad run, really.
Yeah. It was a great field, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, and it's a good field again on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Nordic Dragon coming back to Happy Valley. I think he's just a Happy Valley specialist, this horse. It shows you he might be a little bit of a duffer at Sha Tin, but definitely not at the Valley. Majestic Star, he goes in there for second, like the way he hit the line strongly. Reward Smile and Rewarding together, 3-2-10-1.
Yeah, definitely keen on Nordic Dragon coming back to Happy Valley. Just has to overcome that wide draw, but Pertin the man that can do that on Nordic Dragon. Number 3, Reward Smile. I think he's one of the main dangers, especially down in the weights here with only 119 on his back, chasing home Seasons Wit last start. Rewarding together, I think, is right in this from barrier number 1. He's going to get a very economical run through from there. And Son Pak Fu, the other one I've got a little awkwardly drawn again, barrier 9, but ran on strongly late on that rain-affected track behind co-partner Ambition. 3, 10, 1 and 11.
There is full race-by-race analysis on the website too, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. You can find all of the last run reminders there also. But we're not far off the end of the show here, Paul, so we need your best bets.
Race 7 for me, this horse's run was enormous last time, and he's backing up pretty quickly, so he's taken no harm from it, and that's number 4, Torbian Prince. Up to 1,800 metres looks good. He just had the 5 starts. Now, he was wide away and he got bumped. He was about 86 wide around one of those bends. Everything went wrong for him, but he never gave it away. He's looked a really good horse this season, and he finished off strongly here as well. So I think he's up to the 1,800 metres with any sort of run. He's going to be tough to beat. So Torbian Prince for me and Jerry Chow aboard. Long shot, I'm going to go Speedy Smarty. Now, Lyle Hewitson jumps aboard this. He's going to go the front, this horse. He raced over 1,000 last time. Wasn't suited by that. He's back to 1,200 metres, and he's a well-rated horse. Player of the day, QQP there with Majestic Star, Nordic Dragon, and Reward Smile in the last.
Best bet comes up in race number 8 with Sweet Briar, who's better off at the weights here with Lightning Bolt, who were beaten by Nick last time out, as we can see in this replay. Had to do a little bit of early work in the first part of the race, and then loomed up on the outside of Reward Smile, but was just slingshot late here by Lightning Bolt. So I think there's a big hope in this here at Happy Valley again, as Sweet Briar never gave it away. So he's the best on the program. The value comes up in race 5, number 9, Shin Canson. He's stepping to 16.50. I thought he was running on nicely last time out, Shin Canson. And we'll go Torbian Prince, Charity Bingo, and Lean Hero as the play in race number 7.
Wide draw, he's getting close to a win to Geppy. If he overcomes that, he can win the race. It's Angus Chung on board for Cody Moe, so to Geppy on top. Long shot, race 7, number 10, Quantum Patch, Pierre Ung Train Galloper. Looked all right at his trials, so know with Pierre the horse will be fit. And the play race 6 at QQP. America Spexo's trial has been excellent since his last start to Geppy, and Lyrical Motion gets in with the lightweight 1, 4 and 12. That has been Racing to Win. Quick look at the diary of what is coming up. Saturday racing this week with the Panasonic Cup Day on air at 12:30, and back to Happy Valley on Wednesday the 15th for a 6:10 start time.